Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for your Monday Night Raw review. Right here on the Joe Cronin Show. But before we get to the Monday Night Raw review, there's a little bit of business that's got to go down. And for those of you who don't understand what that means, you're going to have to sit back and listen. Today. Now I'm going to have to pause the donations. We're going to play the donations after. Don't worry, I know there's a shit bum up there right now. I know there's a bunch of donations coming in. There's a bunch of people want to get to stuff tonight. And don't worry, we'll get to your donations. We'll get to your stuff. I want to hear what you have to say. We need to be funded. We need to be loved. We need your help. We want your phone calls. I'm going to take your phone calls about what you thought about Monday Night Raw tonight. There's so much to talk about as far as Monday Night Raw goes tonight. But the fact of the matter is, earlier today, I had to film basically one of the most embarrassing, shameful acts and things that I've ever had to film in my entire life. And I've done a lot of weird filming. I've taped myself waxing the carrot. Let's be honest. But the fact of the matter is, I have to play it for all of you because I promised I would do it. I said that if the Hardy Boys, 4 months ago, I said if the Hardy Boys were not broken by the night after SummerSlam on Raw, sure, I didn't know the Revival was going to get injured, but I said I would have to give myself an enema. And I documented every last bit of what went down while contemplating filming the enema. And now, folks, this is what you have all been waiting for. Some of you, just a few of you out there, might find this footage offensive or hard to watch or maybe not funny or even insulting to your intelligence. And for the people that are offended, I apologize you. I apologize to you. I apologize you. I apologize to you. But I can't delay anymore. Here it is. What was I thinking? Oh, I'll give myself an enema. They should have turned. They should have become broken. They should have become awoken. They should have become something. All the stupid Sean's View videos this week, that week. What the hell was I thinking, man? I'm gonna ruin my whole YouTube career. Give myself an enema. Live on Raw. If I don't do it, I'm a fraud. I'm a liar. If I do it, my channel will be taken down. My whole family's lives will be ruined. I won't have any food or money for my kids. So, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's right. I have a time machine. Why did I think about this? I'll just go back. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm going back in time. It's gonna be a second. Joe. What the hell's that? Did I not hang up on someone on Skype? Yes, over here. It's me, Joe. Give me a break, man. I just finished my SummerSlam review. Well, it's you. It's Joe. It's Joe. It's you, Joe, from the future. I'm here to solve a problem that we have. You said the future? You were going to give yourself an enema, and we're going to solve that problem right now, Joe. That's what I said. I mean, here. Now you've given yourself an enema. I mean, that's really cool. I mean, I get that, but people are going to be, like, pissed if I don't actually... No. No, it's perfect, Joe. For months, you've been saying, I am going to give myself an enema. Technically, you just gave yourself an enema because I am you, and I handed you the enema. Wait a minute. If you traveled here from the future, why didn't you just travel back in time and have me not have said that? I don't know. I guess well, damn it! I didn't think of that. But this works too. I guess. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta jack off. Bye! Oh, I feel myself time traveling again. Oh! Oh, who am I kidding? Oh, it's in my asshole! Jake DeMarco, you can call the show now, bro. Oh, something's in me. Oh, something's inside me. Oh, my butthole.
10.
Abel Salas Jr.
Awesome use of the loophole, Joe. Absolutely fucking genius.
Oh, thank you, Abel Salas Jr. for the donation, man, and for chiming in. And what's up to everybody? How was Monday Night Raw tonight? Boy, did that crowd hate this shit. That crowd fucking hated this show, bro. They were cheering for the goddamn Miz. There was beach balls. Cena had to try to, like, interject himself into the crowd to try to get himself over because he's a suckbag. I mean, this was fucking pathetic tonight on Raw. Like, really, like, The Miz was cheered for. Did they say Bizarro Land? They should have said Bizarro Land, right? They should have said, this is Bizarro Land. Okay? It's gotta be, right? It's fucking Bizarro Land, right? It's gotta be. It's fucking Bizarro Land. Anyway. Jake DeMarco. What's up, Jake?
You right now. You allowed me to kill that hooker for you, and you wouldn't let me use your time machine. You said I couldn't use your time machine because you could only use it for official Cronin Show business. I was in.
I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming, and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Hey Joe, looking like it's douching time for Uranus.
It was a little
Parties didn't go broken or awoken or even start choking. I think we all need to cleanse our assholes after Raw. If the Hardys still aren't broken next year, may I suggest a live vasectomy?
A live vasectomy.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, my children were awake earlier. It was really hard to film all that. It was really tough, you know? All 3 of my kids were just in the room, so, like, I had to really wait. I'm out of breath. I'm really out of breath. Let me fix your mic. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second, Jake.
Party.
What's up, Joseph?
-5 out of 10. Is Big Cass really hurt?
I don't think so. I think it was a work, but it was really well done if it wasn't, because it was just, it looked good. What do you think, Jake? I got you back here, Jake. What's up?
I wasn't sure if he was hurt. I even messaged you. It was that, you know, that believable. It just, he landed awkwardly for sure, and I don't know.
I don't know. Did you see?
I hope not, but
Jake, I gave myself an enema.
Oh, I saw. I saw you hand yourself an enema.
I went with the, it was me, Austin! It was me all along!
Yeah, you are the higher power. Like I said, you wouldn't let me use the time machine to go back in time to save you from killing that hooker,
The
though.
sun wasn't the only thing
Yeah, the
being
hooker's still
eclipsed
dead.
today. Your asshole is next, Joe.
Oh, Monica.
Enema.
Monica, I did end up giving myself a little bit of that enema. There's saline all over the floor here. There is saline everywhere. Monica, thank you very much for the $5, Monica. Yeah, how about the Hardys, man? Talk about just crash and burn and choke, right? Like this.
Yeah, Beach Ball Mania is more over at this point.
That whole thing was garbage, dude. Dude, what an embarrassment for The Miz at SummerSlam. And the crowd, like, man, he had them. He was going off like he does on, like, Talking Smack or whatever.
The Miz was fantastic. He was one of the best parts of the entire night. I was so behind him, I was pretty much sniffing what he had for breakfast.
Yeah, it's just, once they made the tag match, though, I was like, ah, fuck, like, fuck this. Put your hands in the air.
If Raw gave you AIDS. I can hear it.
Oh, cool. What's up, Waymore? Now you can hear it. It doesn't make any sense.
Fucking Skype.
Raw fucking sucked. Who the fuck cares about Cass and Jordan? Only thing good was The Miz and the opening. A fucking beach ball was the most over thing tonight again. Do you think Asuka drops the belt because of her injury? Sorry about the enema, Joe.
You know, I don't know. I hope not, and I
don't think she's going to. They said it's going to be a 2-month recovery, so.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard too much about what the injury is yet either. I was too busy wanting to kill myself watching Raw. Man, as soon as they made that tag match, I just rolled my eyes. Way more thanks, man.
She injured her collarbone, Joe.
Oh,
so
wow, that's a tough one.
Yeah, she went ahead, and it's a good collarbone injury. They said that the injury is a 6 to 8 week outlook. So she'll be out for about 2 months. She landed awkwardly from a throne from Ember Moon, and she was able to complete the match, but had notable pain and discomfort.
We'll get to your phone calls tonight for the Raw review in just a second.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
You can suck it. You can suck it.
OMG, Joe, that made my night 10/10. Better than Raw 1/10.
Thanks, Medic Lucky. Thank you, man. I didn't know what people would think about that, you know? I was like, this is a big... I mean, what are you going to do? I expected the Hardys to become broken way before SummerSlam and the night before SummerSlam. And then I thought, well, at last-ditch effort, if they're not broken by SummerSlam, they will definitely do it the night after on Raw. Like,
I thought so. And then they came out, and then he did the, the yes, and I was like, oh, maybe... I guarantee this is as broken as they're going to get.
Yep, I think you're right now at this point. I think it's just this. They're always going to be throwing these things out. It's just like the club. It's just like AJ Styles in the club. That's all this is now.
The finger guns. They're going to say obsolete. They're going to say delete. And I hate that he has the white part in his hair and he acknowledges any of the catchphrases and the
Why do you have the white streak?
Because what's he going to do if he did turn broken?
RYBACK.
Oh shit!
RYBACK. Give me some money, RYBACK. I want that money. My name is fucking RYBACK. Give me some more money.
RYBACK.
Money is my crack. My name's RYBACK.
Stupid face.
RYBACK.
What the fuck was that, Joe? I give that enema angle an 11 out of 10. Ha ha ha, plus Raw sucked. # Beach Ball Mania 2 out of 10.
Hey, just call me Luke, dude. Thank you so much for the $40, Luke. Luke was hanging out with us during the SummerSlam review all night last night. Thank you, Luke. And I love that RYBACK tongue, man. Give it to me, tongue.
We had a good time with Luke last night, that's for sure.
Man, that saline's everywhere. My feet are slippery.
You got that salty smell running through your veins.
It's all over the chair right now, that saline. I mean, I had to wait until like an hour ago to make that because the kids were awake for so long. I'm like, go to bed so I can film this.
I loved it. Made my day. Today was a shit day, and that was beautiful.
I had purposely been saying it like that since day one on purpose, knowing that that was where I would go if something went down, and this didn't happen. That's why I
as much as you're a man of your word, what are you going to do? Lose your YouTube channel due to pornographic?
What am I going to stuff my asshole with the enema? I mean, we could probably get away with saying it's educational. Pro Gaming, thanks for the Pro Gaming 27. Thanks for subscribing, dude. Dude, we hit 50,000 subs. Thank you guys so much. If I could stuff the thing up my ass live on YouTube, I probably would have, actually, but
even if you filmed yourself from like the neck up and filled your ass with the enema and actually sat in the toilet and we heard the damn thing splash, unless people actually saw it enter your ass, they weren't going to believe you anyways.
Right.
So you were in a lose-lose situation.
Well, technically, I did stuff it in my ass just a few minutes ago. Like, even though I got stuff, everywhere. I have saline in my ass. I'm not kidding, because I'm wearing these little Nike shorts with no boxers, and when I squoze the bottle, bro. So some of it did go in there, so I sort of did do it too.
You squoze it hard.
But I've got fucking poison ivy all over myself. I'm probably gonna have poison ivy in my ass after that. So what did you think of Raw tonight, Jake?
It was a real roller coaster for me. I mean, I've had quite a few people reach out to me and say, I'm so confused about this, and I don't understand that.
It started well, I thought, but that was it.
I liked it. They gave us what we wanted. No Roman coming out and addressing anyone. No Samoa Joe addressing the loss last night. Brock, I'm the champion, reigning, defending, super asshole. And then Braun just came out and fucking demolished him. And now at No Mercy, we get a one-on-one match. Braun versus Brock. Beast and Conqueror versus the, freak among nature. It's going to be great. Can't wait for it. I'm sure, the wrestling subreddit exploded and jizzed all over their computer screen.
Right.
And then right after that, it started to fucking suck. And that's the problem. It's so inconsistent. We get this solid opening, and then we get Big Cass and Enzo. Enzo goes on and on and on the mic longer than the intro that we had in a Brooklyn street fight. And then we don't know if Enzo was supposed to win. I mean, he looked shocked when they announced a victory.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, it didn't. Normally you would like really sell the injury, like, and they did, but it was weird. Like, it was so believable that it just really did feel real, so it didn't feel right.
Absolutely. And at first I was like, oh, he's not injured, but then they replayed it, and I saw the way, because I mean, you can bend your leg that way. It's almost like he landed and sat Indian style, but the way his knee bent upwards, it could be a bad sprain. The only thing that makes me think it was more legitimate is because he wasn't limping as much. He didn't play into the injury. He just collapsed at the end there and then couldn't continue.
Yeah, I mean, they could have planned that too, though, but it's I can't tell. We'll know if you don't see him on. It could have been
planned, but he just played it off very well. So
Jace, thanks for the sub, man. Thank you for the sub, man. If you guys want to donate tonight, the link is in the description box down below. Plus Nightbot whoring out as normal. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the new subs as well. We hit the over 50,000 mark last night, so thanks for that.
I did love that. Philly from the 810 just said in the chat, you both suck when Roman Cena.
Oh, yeah. Dude, they got shit on.
Stick it on my bunghole 69. Monetize this. Put your penis onto my tits. You just stuck it in me, in me, in me. Stick it in your pussy.
Oh.
Hey Joe, please use the time machine to save my beautiful angel Emma and the Hardys. It was a disappointing Raw.
It was.
The Enema storyline was better than the SummerSlam Bring on the Mae Young Classic.
Thank you, Tessa Blanchard's ass. I agree. I think my storyline was better than WWE tonight. Nobody saw that coming. I really built it up too. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to show this footage to you guys. I don't know.
Yeah. As far as Big Cass goes, they show him walking out of the arena on crutches. It's wrapped up. He's headed to a medical facility, so it might be legit. I mean, they've got it braced up. They're showing an exclusive on WWE.com. There's word of him possibly having a torn quad, so...
That's what it looked like. It looked like an ACL quad tear, some kind of... definitely a tear. And that's what would happen. You'd fall like that, but it's like... And, man, and the fact that he didn't... I don't know, man. It's so weird.
Party.
Canis Patrons get a show. Winking face, winking face,
oh,
winking
Medic
face.
Lucky. Yeah, maybe the patrons should see me put it in my ass. Yeah, but I don't know how old the patrons are, so that freaks me out. But thank you, Medic Lucky, for the $2 super chat, man. I am burnt out today. I got to tell you guys, everybody listening, and Jake, you know, after all the coverage of SummerSlam yesterday, waking up early with my kids, I didn't sleep last night, and then finally at 3:30 in the morning, I was about to head to bed. My daughter woke up, and then I just stayed up, and then it was 9 o'clock, and then I was like, well, I'm just going to stay up until Leah gets up. And then, and then Leah got up, and I slept for 4 hours, and that was it. And then I got back to doing stuff over here, working on what I was going to do for that Enema shit thing. Bomb. I'm just dead.
It feels weird, man, when your opinion irrelevant. Kappa.
Just call me a demon. F4N Toms, what's up, man?
Yeah, Phantoms.
Is that what it is? I'm like F4N Toms. I read everything like that. Like if there's like a thing built into a saying, I just read it.
You just read it.
Yeah.
Verbatim. Yeah, I feel you though. It was 6 o'clock, you know, tonight. I finally went ahead and laid down for a little bit before Raw got up. I got up at 8:15 and I was like, oh shit, Raw's on. So at least I got to skip some of the commercials. But yeah, it was definitely one of those days. I know you last night went to watch Game of Thrones, and that's the last we talked after streaming for
Game of Thrones
7 hours.
Sick.
Super chat.
It's way better than Raw, SummerSlam.
He was like, fuck, after it happens, Joe and Jake, I love you guys. TH opening was great, the rest sucked so bad.
Yeah.
Vince, I want the fair one for the title.
Thank you, Joseph, for the donation, man. The $5 super chat, Joseph. Thank you. Well, yeah, dude, Brock Lesnar and Strowman's opening was great. Like, you can tell people want to see those guys go. Like, just
they want to see them kill each other. Sebastian in the chat said Cena seems to be much more cavalier, both at SummerSlam and Raw tonight, in the ring lately. Like, he's just giving less of a shit. And I kind of feel that way, too. Like, his matches are good. He's doing well. But his attitude is more like, fuck it, I'm here. You don't like it? I'll leave, you know? And I enjoyed it.
Oh, it's more like I won't leave is the problem. Fuck it, I'm here.
You know what? I fucking came in a bowl and your mother drank cum soup from me.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Brother Cronin, you shall have not given self the charismatic enema. I am the broken one, meaning I am partially buried. The man with 3 H's shall dig me up with dilapidated golden shovel.
Thank you, Matt Hardy. And maybe Lita will be there, too. She was at the pre-show the other day talking about you.
Yeah, the Hardys may not be broken, but your asshole certainly is now, Joe.
Yeah, well, it's open, and it's soaking. My ass is soaking right now. I want to get a towel so bad, but I can't. So, yeah, Lesnar and Strowman was a great opening. Then the Brooklyn Street fight, whatever, was just a waste of everything. And then Cass apparently is hurt, maybe. We don't know. It's a work. Maybe not. I don't know. Who cares, I guess, people, except for, like, I mean, obviously we don't hope, I hope someone's not hurt, really, but, like, I mean, just, I don't know what happened there, so we'll just move on. So that's over. Then Emma's being shown. Shit bomb! Why do we give a shit about Emma?
Big Cass Kevin Nash himself tonight. I give Raw 3 out of 10. Hope you don't have poison ivy in your anal cavity. Love ya, Joe and Jake.
Yeah, me neither. It's awful everywhere else it is right now. It just won't go away, dude. Like, this poison ivy just won't stop.
You probably need steroids, you know, prednisone, something like that. I guarantee it.
You think so? I've never had this.
Yeah,
like, so
a lot of times the only way to get rid of it is with steroidal treatment, you know, like a prescription.
A steroid cream, yeah, that's what people are saying.
Cream or pills.
Because you know what's happening right now is like, dude, I'm not near the poison ivy. I've got bandages all over every single one that ever pops up. If it pops up, I put a bandage on it. And it's like another one keeps popping up on another area. Like,
yeah, it's just going to keep spreading and spreading.
What the fuck is going on?
But thanks, Nate.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard, I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9, I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9, suck my dick.
Go ahead and suck on it.
I love Monday nights. I get the best sleep ever, and by the time I wake up, you and Jake are one. I think I'm staying away from WWE for a while. Nothing gets me excited anymore.
Oh, you know, monetize this on Friday nights will get you excited, D-Moon. I'm sorry. Yeah, there are a lot of people, dude, just can't deal with this shit anymore. But D-Moon, we love you, dude. Thanks for the donation, D-Moon. I hope you're always here because we need you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Emma says, oh, I'm going to da-da-da again. And she comes out, and it's like, well, obviously Nia Jax is getting her win back to build herself back up again. And Emma's going to get buried because they hate Emma. I've said this every week. It's the dollar.
I watched the replay of NXT TakeOver last night, and holy shit, you two weren't kidding. It was fucking amazing. Better than SummerSlam and Raw combined. Hashtag give me that beach ball.
Hey, thank you very much. Just call me Luke. Leah made a good point. I was thinking it too. Like, they got to stop acknowledging the beach ball because Raw sucks so bad. You're going to see a beach ball every week now.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say before.
Why did they all stop to, like, point at the beach ball? Like, it was like, what the fuck?
Because Cena was just fucking around.
He's acting like an idiot.
Why Emma v. Jax in a squash match again? WTF.
Because they had to make sure you know Nia Jax is really powerful, and make sure you know Emma sucks. Just incredible.
Joe, you know what's great? Danny, really, my daughter, she really likes she likes Emma, and she was sitting here watching Raw with me, and she hasn't watched in a couple weeks now, and she saw Emma come out, and she's like, oh, good. She sees Nia Jax come out, and she's like, oh, this will be a good match, and it over. And she got up, and she was like, that was pointless. She walked out of the room, and she was just done. She just was so pissed.
So, yeah, that's been going on for weeks now, because Emma wouldn't be a slut for them, so they're going to bury Emma, so...
Yeah, she hasn't watched about 3-4 weeks now, and she just literally was like, "I'm out."
Every time I look at Twitter, even though my Twitter's been all screwed up and I'm on Only Corrupted Podcast Twitter, I still get people tweeting like, "Oh my God, she's buried!" Like, what are you shocked about? She is buried weeks ago. She was buried the minute that she wouldn't become a whore, the minute she wouldn't play that slut part, and they couldn't put their trust in her, and they built all that time with her. The minute she didn't play ball, that's it for her. She was clearly going to be buried.
And look at how well that gimmick worked out for Lana. You know,
it didn't even work
because basically Lana took Emma's gimmick, you know, the Emelina gimmick, and look how well that that worked out for her. So,
she's just done. I mean, goodbye, Emma.
I was excited. And the other night, like I was happy when the Hardys came out, and I was like, oh, this will be a good match regardless of the broken, not broken. And then once I heard Matt speak, and it just ruined it for me.
Yeah.
It just immediately, as soon as I heard him open his mouth, I was depressed. I was excited instantly as soon as I heard their music because I knew they were going to face each other. I mean, it was a given who else was going to come out. And then I heard him speak, and that's it. It ruined it for me. And I know that's a bit, conceited to say, but I'm sorry. It is a convoluted, way to look at it. I know we want more, and it's a bit selfish.
And they've already mentioned the Awoken thing too, so that doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
You're not going to have you're not going to have them attacked. And then all of a sudden wake like they're hurt or something, and then they become woken, or there's a reason why they become woken. They're just calling them woken now. Like they did that. Michael Cole said Matt's been saying that there's an awakening and he's awoken.
Wait a minute, didn't you inbox the enema the other night? The box was empty, so I didn't give yourself an enema. You gave yourself an empty box. By the way, did I ever mention that Tommy needs a fucking haircut? He looks like a hick, and Joe, it's Teddy BTW.
Hey, what's up, Teddy? Thanks for the $5 in the donation. Hey, Tommy.
Teddy's always going to be referred to as TT.
Yeah, TT. What's up, TT? TT. Well, Tommy is from the mountains. I mean, you really can't get... I mean, isn't that the definition of that, to be honest?
Nick Beard, I can't talk much. I got to shave and cut my hair. My God.
Nia Jax wins. Who cares?
Yeah, that was just a shit show.
Shit bum. A shit bum.
Hello, fellas. Joe, you have taken your hydration maybe a little too seriously. Put the H2O in your mouth, not down by your Roy Orbison. My power went out, so I missed most of Raw. The opening was great.
Yes.
Captain Insano versus Big Show at WrestleMania.
I gotta try it. Captain Insano versus Big Show at WrestleMania. I would rather see that than some of the other stuff we're seeing, Waterboy.
Captain Insano serves no mercy.
I would love to see that.
That would be great. Thank you to a bunch of people on Twitter, but Liz sent it first, an article from Wrestling News Source that says Dr. Chris Robinson confirms, that's WWE's ringside physician, that they're sending Cass to get an MRI tomorrow, and they're going to figure out the depth of his injury, but he absolutely injured his left knee during the Brooklyn Street fight against Enzo.
Wow.
So it's not a work as far as we know so far. Still could be a storyline, but I'm beginning to think less so.
Okay, well there you go.
Give it a hell yeah!
It was weird. I will say that it was weird. It was one of the most believable works ever if it was a work. Just Call Me Luke says, hey, did they announce Nia's weight? Yeah, that Nia Jax's weight was announced. I heard it.
Yep.
So just
I
call me
caught
Luke
that again too. So weird. They really want to push that. Hey, she's large Marge in charge.
How about the fucking Cass and Enzo? It's been a train wreck of horse shit that no one cares about, and now Cass is injured. I mean, this wrestling period sucks. Horrible storylines. People get injured and screws up payoffs and things. This is just the worst time in wrestling I can remember.
Yeah.
One of the worst times. He is the perfect commercial guy, Ty Dillinger.
Tommy looks like if Dean Ambrose had a retarded little brother.
Oh.
I bet he didn't even watch the show tonight.
Hey,
he's in the chat. Tried calling, so we'll find out.
I don't know. We'll ask Tommy. We'll find out. Bulldog Club, thanks for the $10. Bulldog Club, you bulldog beast. Let's take a phone call here. You guys want to call up? You want to talk about my Enema? You want to talk about life, love? I don't know. 313, you're live on the Joe Cronin Show. What's up, 313?
Hey, what's up? So for tonight on Raw, I mean, I don't know what it is about Raw. My favorite match tonight, I would say, would have had to be the Hardys versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. But my only thing is the Hardys lost last night on the pre-show. Then they lost here tonight. So now it's like,
they lost in front of an empty arena.
They lost in front of 18 people. Yeah, they were probably. Maybe that's why they lost in front of 18 people, because they knew they were going to make them lose on Raw in front of everybody. So they were like, let's not do that to them again. If they're going to lose, let's keep it on the lowdown here. So
now it's like, even with that, it's like I don't even know what's gonna happen with the Hardys next week. Are they gonna face like Sheamus and Cesaro or something? And then
they've booked them. They've put themselves into a hole or a corner as far as tag team division goes on Raw and SmackDown, because there's not enough people. There's just not enough guys, and the revival's out for another 5 months or whatever. It's like, dude, this is depressing.
Right, and then with the tag team division on SmackDown, I mean, that's sort of poor as well, because it's like the Usos and the New Day, and then on Raw, Cesaro, the Hardys, and Dean Ambrose and Sheamus. That's only 5 tag teams, not counting the rest of the other teams that are hardly used.
There's no point in even having belts. There's you're the champion, okay. Well, there's only 5.
Exactly.
There's only 8 people competing for this belt, so it's just stupid.
Right. To be honest, I think Jeff and Matt, they should just go their separate ways for now, because they lost here tonight. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the worst idea if they went into a singles thing now and then came back to do the broken, gimmick. If they got permission to do the broken gimmick, I'd like to see them split apart, and then when that was finished, their individual singles run, maybe on separate brands, then they can come back together, similar to the Shield. Make everybody hungry for them to be a tag team again, and when that happens, then you go ahead and have them do the broken gimmick.
But just stop saying woken and awakening and broken and
and delete and obsolete and
Why are you doing it now if you're not really broken yet? It makes no sense.
Why tease it?
A reading from the Book of DMOON 83 to 90.
Oh God.
WWE sucks. So here, take my money.
Oh, D Moon. Thank you, D Moon. D-Moon dropping $5. Much appreciated, D-Moon.
Now I can't hear shit.
You can't
Fucking
hear anything?
Skype.
Oh, it makes no goddamn sense. Like, what the fuck?
Before I lose this comment, Sebastian said that Nia's build at 272 pounds. That's heavier than 42 of the 60 men on the main roster.
Wow.
It's just an interesting little tidbit there, but holy hell.
Yeah, I heard her weight called out. Like, I was listening tonight. I was like, they gonna do it? Oh, they did. Okay. Well, I mean, and at this point, I don't care. Like, so they say her weight. I mean, I don't care.
Super Chat Party.
This fucking year of wrestling is a goddamn joke. 2/10.
Joseph B. Green, given 2 out of 10. Did you hear that one, Jake?
Negative.
Oh, that's too bad. Just call me Lucas on the phone. What's up, Luke?
Put your hands in the air if Big Cass is done. Oh, God. Oh, I mean, it sucks, you know, that he's done or that he got injured if it's really legit. Well, I mean, what a way to go, too. Freaking losing in a street fight and all matters, you know?
I thought maybe they were going to make it seem like Enzo's like, I won, and he's walking around for a couple weeks like, yeah, and then all of a sudden Cass comes back and just kills him one night or something, you know?
Well, that's how Enzo is playing it off right now.
Okay, well, there you go. That's what I thought would happen, so maybe it is the work, because it stunk to me of, oh, Enzo's like, yeah, see, I beat his ass and everything. It's like, and then Cass shows up one night when, you know, Enzo's gloating, and Enzo's beats the shit out of him and says basically like, yeah, you know what I mean, like I was hurt, you know what I mean. So now when I'm not hurt, look what happens to you. Or they're trying to get sympathy for Cass and they're doing a double switch, or they're doing a switch. They're switching them up.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm glad you at least enjoyed NXT, you know, Luke. That's a good thing.
Oh my gosh. As soon as the show was done, I went back and watched the replay, and you guys weren't kidding. Freaking Nikki Cross, or whatever her name is, freaking doing that suicide jump and getting caught and then freaking sandwiched into that table. Holy moly, was that made my night instantly.
Yeah, that was low on that table where she landed. I remember that.
Yeah, it was really low. But
absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, it was just better than SummerSlam and Raw tonight. I mean, Raw was stupid. I mean, I loved Brock getting destroyed again, but kind of saw that coming.
Mirov just said Raw just like SummerSlam gets a 1 out of 10. Vince needs to just die already because I want to see good fucking wrestling before I die. Joe versus CM Punk. Hashtag BS Enema. Hashtag fuck something, and I missed it. I missed the other part.
Fuck you, Sean Bates view.
Oh, is that what he wrote?
Yeah.
I did go Sean's view tonight.
You know, but you were right, Joe, about this being like one of the worst times that we can recall. I mean, we needed Dave Meltzer to say today, I mean, how unnecessary is this? Dave Meltzer came out and said, oh, Baron Corbin's definitely being punished. Well, no shit. You know,
right?
We needed you to admit that. Obviously.
That's why Dave Meltzer always annoys me, because then people start going like, Dave Meltzer said this is happening. It's like, well, you can just watch and make that up and say that.
Exactly. That's like, so evidently obvious. But it's just infuriating that we need him to post that when we know. And it's partially your fault. And I think that's one of the biggest issues in this era is the politicking backstage. You know, somebody has a little bit of clout or pull, and they end up controlling what happens to the younger talent. You look at Randy last night destroying Rusev. You look at John destroying Baron. You know, it's like, oh, younger talent. Let's squish the shit out of him.
Well, wait, who does this remind you of? Who does this remind you of, guys? WCW. Same shit happened. And the funny thing is, Paul Heyman, when he was running ECW, he did an interview before one of his pay-per-views, and he called this shit. He said the backstage politicking is what's gonna make really WCW fall. And now look what's happened.
So for tonight. Raw gets 4/10.
Look, let me just...
Did anybody notice after Samoa Joe told Roman I owned you? The crowd chanted Roman's bitch before WWE muted them?
Yeah.
Hashtag Beach Ball Lives Matter.
Kevster, thanks for the donation, man. Yeah, they were chanting yours bitch. I thought they were chanting you both suck. But maybe I'm wrong. Kevster, thanks for the donation. Yeah, I guess you guys can't hear them at all anymore. Fucking stupid Skype. Did you guys hear them chant that? Like, he owned you or something? Or I heard something else.
I only heard you both suck.
Oh, okay.
I heard something like thought I heard owned. I don't know. I heard something, but I don't know.
I thought I heard you both suck. Yeah, that's what I heard chanted. Blake, what's up, man?
Joe, Jake, Luke, how you guys doing?
What's going on?
Doing all right, man.
Hang on for the super chat. I gotta get the super chat in now.
Wish the old days
Fucking
were
thing.
back. New to this channel, and this channel is fucking great.
Hey, Cole. Cole34212. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Yeah, man. Who doesn't wish the old days were back at this point? What the hell is this crap we're watching? Thanks for the super chat. What's up, Blake?
Yeah, nothing much, guys. Yeah, tonight's Raw sucks. You know, I saw the chants, I saw the Roman Cena segment. It was garbage. So far, I give the show a 3 out of 10. But the one topic I wanted to bring up yesterday was the dark match with the Hardys and the Mr. Raj.
Yeah.
Man, they had more people watching that match in the arena than the Chargers had in the first 2 home preseason games.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Really? I haven't seen that yet. I didn't know that was that
First
bad.
time donation here. Do you guys think Bobby Roode is coming up? I think SmackDown. Maybe a shakeup. What do you guys think? Great job, guys. Def agree with the downtime. WWE has no competition, so they don't care. Thanks, guys.
Hey, Philip. Philip, thanks for the donation for the first time, man. Thanks for becoming a $5 shit bum, Philip. You're great. Yeah, a lot of people thought Booby. I'm just called him Booby. A lot of people thought I'm so tired. If you can't tell how tired I am, I thought Bobby Roode. People thought Bobby Roode was coming out. I was like, nope, it's Cena. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wish it was a Roode. It's Cena. It's gonna be Cena.
But Jake, real quick, I just want to bring this up to you guys, and I'm gonna leave this up to you, man, because
Sure.
we had this conversation. It's up to you, Jake.
Yeah.
I want everyone to go on YouTube and ban the username called the Wookiee. He's a damn child molester. I swear to God. He was posting a Raw review. Jake, I'll talk to you. Can feel free to talk about it. But man, this guy's a molester. Joe, you have it on your Twitter as well, man. I want everyone to report this fucking pedophile and get him off YouTube big time.
Who did he molest?
You sent me. Blake sent me a clip before, like a screenshot of it before it started. Obviously, Blake's on the West Coast, so he has to stream Raw to watch it. So a guy's playing it on YouTube and does like a little reaction. His name's the Wookiee, and he basically had his son pull his pants down on stream to go ahead and do the no pants dance for Roman and Cena being in the ring. I guess that's what you were saying, Blake, to me in the DM.
Yeah, it's accurate. It's disgusting, guys. Just want to let you guys know that. And
How
just
old
have
is
all
this
your
kid?
viewers- Oh, this is like a 5, 6, 7-year-old kid. It was
Real
disgusting.
fucking disgusting.
Are you telling me the kid was naked and you could see the naked kid?
He flashed. He was telling his son to do the no pants dance, and the kid took down his shorts and then pulled it back up, and it was so disgusting, guys. I'm letting everyone know in the community, look up the Wookiee and report this faggot ass.
Jesus Christ, that's weird.
Wait.
fucking-
While we're on the topic of shouting up some usernames here, I got to give a quick shout out to the guy in the chat called Minnesota Vikings fan. Apparently, I got heat from him. He don't like me too much. I don't know what that's all about, but you know, I didn't do nothing wrong to him. Apparently, he just doesn't like how I sound.
Are you sure you didn't rape him in a past life?
Maybe.
There's
All
a
right.
fake Tommy NC2010 in the chat, and he has it reversed where it says Tommy 2010 NC and using one of my pictures.
Whatever
Wow.
shall we do?
This fucking show has gone to hell. We got
This
child
is off the
molesters.
rails.
We got fucking somebody that hates Jake. We got someone who's Tommy. I don't give a shit. Fuck them all. Just ban them all.
Hey, everybody loves me. They hate Luke.
Just
I'll
ban
kill
them
him
all.
though.
You'll kill somebody?
I'll kill him for Luke.
Raw was so bad. There's just nothing to say. It sucked.
It brought
I had to
everybody
agree
down
with
to
you,
a
Joe.
bad
It
mood.
did suck tonight. I was back. I was so bored. I actually popped on one of my old vlogs from back in the day, and I was watching one of my old vlogs, looking up back and forth, and just watching it and watching Raw at the same time, multitasking. But it was really, Raw was just really lackluster tonight. Except for
You were so bored you were watching
Strowman
your own
coming
stuff.
out and putting his foot into Lesnar's face. I thought that was hilarious.
That was funny. Nothing. I don't know why. Nothing was funny to me, actually. It was funny when Emma just keeps coming out and getting raped and ruined. Like, I mean, that's kind of funny. Nia Jax just, like, she stuck her whole finger in her ass. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, you talk about getting raped. Her finger went inside her. I swear to God, I saw that. Who wants to walk with Elias? I mean, come on.
Yeah. Not only is she getting raped in the ring with her finger, I mean, she must have heat backstage, otherwise they wouldn't be announcing her weight. I mean, what the fuck's that all about? Seriously.
I think they just want to make her look like a
monster, like.
Yeah, intimidating and beastly, like.
Maybe they shouldn't have her come out to "I'm not like most girls" and like
worst thing. It's bad.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Emma Corbin and Rusev will be in a new stable called The Graveyard, and their gimmick will be that they get buried every night.
Oh my God. Schleppy, thanks for the $9, man. Yeah, they're gonna get buried every single time. Can you guys hear the donations now, I assume? No?
Wait, what's that?
Can you guys hear the donations now?
No.
No.
Oh, everybody just knew to be quiet. That's so weird.
You can see it pop up on your screen.
Oh, okay, you're watching the screen. Okay, that's cool. I was like, what? What the hell are you talking about?
I have your stream playing on my phone in my front room, and I can hear the donations from
Tommy,
in here.
you are a liar. You just said in the chat that
they're delayed. Problem is, if anybody else talks, it takes you off of Joe's screen. So like I can see Tommy just now, so we try and judge when they're coming through. Like now.
Nate just said he says that Tommy said he didn't watch it.
That is true. I did see you post that in the chat, Tommy.
Well, I'll just say I did watch bits and pieces of it. I misspoke in the chat. I was looking up back and forth as I was laying on my couch while I was watching it.
Watching your old vlogs?
Yeah, because it was more entertained by one of my own vlogs than watching Monday Night Raw.
Really? Tommy, I might kill myself tonight on this review.
I'm about ready to swallow some bleach with you there, Joe. Do you think Cena or Reigns will take the IC title from The Miz? And why did they have Samoa Joe align himself with The Miz? You think this is just for tonight?
It was
probably.
It was full retard. I hated that stupid. As soon as they were like, "I'll be with you and you're with me," because good guy, bad guys, I wanted to kill myself. I can't stand Cena. I can't stand Roman Reigns. They put them on a team together against two heels, so I don't care because I know that Cena and Reigns are going to win. So the minute the match was announced, I went, I don't care about tonight at all. And this sucks. This Raw sucked. Everything sucked tonight. There's no anything to say about anything. It's typical shit. The Miz on the mic was one of the best things of the night, and that was about it. The Cruiserweights had some fucking sexual schmoz. I don't even know.
The Cruiserweights, don't even get an entrance. They're out there, and then backstage they announced that Tozawa's getting a rematch on 205 Live. Fantastic. So they're gonna fight for the third time in 3 days. Actually, it's like
I gotta grab a towel, Jake. Go for it, man. I gotta fucking clean this. My ass is sticky.
No problem. I will take that as just a face value. Yeah,
hey, man.
Go ahead, Tommy.
I had a question. What did you think of the solar eclipse today?
The eclipse was not great in our area. In Connecticut, unfortunately, there was very limited visibility, so we only got to see a partial view of it. But I watched a lot of it on YouTube from different angles, like Iowa and whatnot, and Montana had a really nice view. So it was something to behold in other areas. But I wish it's something I could have seen personally. In
North Carolina, I was sitting there. And it did not go completely dark when it full eclipse, and I'm like, what the heck? It's like I've been watching on TV. I'm like seeing that it's absolutely dark, so I'm like, okay, it's gonna get dark in a few seconds. And I was at my work, and completely the whole entire building that I was working at cleared out. Like it was a ghost town. It was insane on how many people cleared out after where I was, and we were watching the solar eclipse, and they say, "Oh, you're only supposed to look at it 2 or 3 minutes." I'm like there staring like for an hour, and I'm like, "Oh, you're only supposed to look at it for like 2-3 minutes." I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know that." And I'm wearing the solar eclipse glasses, and the official solar eclipse glasses.
You know, I was gonna say you're not supposed to look at it at all unless you got glasses, but if you're blind, you might be able to yeah. If you're blind, you can't sue him.
Yeah, it was nothing impressive here either. You know, I mean, it was up here in Michigan. It was dumb. It really was. So, and I didn't think it was anything special. Maybe if I see the full eclipse sometime in, you know, my lifetime, then I'll think it's something. But, you know,
yeah, every time I bend over, there's a full eclipse, so I'm used to it.
Oh, hey-o.
Yeah, what really got me tonight, Luke, I don't know if you caught this, but Jason Jordan goes ahead and he walks into the back. He's talking to his, air quotes, father here, talking to Kurt Angle, and he's like, "I don't want any preferential treatment." And his father's like, "Yeah, you know, are we talking about your performance last night?" And he goes, "I want Finn Balor." You know, and it's just, you know, you're going to face the first Universal Champion. It's just like, I don't want preferential treatment. Just give me a few championships while you're at it. You know, like, it's just, okay, son.
And I saw your thing on Twitter, too, about that, and then the gif of him, both of them hugging. I instantly died laughing at that shit. But yeah, no, I'm in agreement with you. How hypocritical is that shit? Freaking,
what makes me mad is how Finn Balor hasn't got a freaking chance yet to get back his title. He never lost his title. He got injured and had to drop the title. And, you know, like, it's amazing how Finn has not gotten a title shot back to get his Universal Championship back. He won that fair and square, but he broke his arm. But
well, I'll tell you the reason behind that, Tommy. It's just WWE's booking. It's moved to the future and forget about the past. That's how it is.
Every time Tommy
they just want the now, and
yeah,
right now.
Jason Jordan, the way they're treating him is like he's a brand new, you know, green wrestler that's never. He was fantastic, you know, in American Alpha. He was the tag team champion on SmackDown, the first tag team champion, right? No, something like that. I forget, but still, they were tag team champions on SmackDown. They worked their ass off. They were great together. I think we missed a donation in between here because I can't see Joe's screen. But...
Schleppy, yeah, I left it on the wrong screen for you guys. Schleppy just donated $10. Thank you, Schleppy. Mirov was $1 before that.
You okay, Joe?
I just had to get something to eat. I was like feeling like I was gonna pass. I haven't slept. I've slept like 2 hours in like 3 days.
I'm literally right there with you.
So I just went to go get some ice cream and like something else, and I also had to clean the saline spray was all over everything, and there was like something smelling and it was burning, because some of it got on the wall outlet, and I didn't want the house to catch fire, so I cleaned it.
Yeah, that would be bad. Yeah, Tommy, Joe, where you were going, we were bringing up the fact of, you know, like Finn Balor, or excuse me, Jason Jordan walks in back and he's like, "I don't want preferential treatment. Just let me face Finn Balor." And that bullshit. They're treating Jason Jordan like an imbecile, like he's never wrestled a day in his life, and like, "Are you sure you're ready, son?" Like, it's insulting.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if this pissed you off at all. Maybe I know it's a little contrived to say, but they really had played emphasis on Sasha being a Boston native, but they wanted to win the crowd over just by bringing up the "get well soon, Ric Flair." She's like, "Even though I'm not from New York, I've always left my heart in Brooklyn."
Tommy be like, "Raw was good, Raw was bad. I like some stuff, and IDT like some other things. Good matches and bad matches. I like chicken and I hate chicken. I have a dick and I don't have a."
Okay, I just hang out right away.
Dick 1 + 1 = 2, and 1 + 1 doesn't equal 2. I eat ass and I don't eat ass.
Thank you. Raw was good. Raw was bad. Eat that asshole up. Tommy, did you get a haircut? Holy shit, you look like a homeless guy that you harassed. Solar eclipse. Tommy, pick your pants up. Thank you. That was John. That was John Titty again. Mr. Titty.
Mr. Titty.
Mirov before that.
It's Titty.
Yeah, the fact that she said that to the Brooklyn crowd is fucking disgusting. I just took everybody else off the call because you know what? Nobody can hear the donations, so I'm already like out of it and tired, and so for people to talking over and like I'm gonna fucking my head's gonna explode. Skype sucks dick. Nobody can hear them.
At least now I can see when they pop up. See what happens is anybody else speaks, it goes to their picture, so that I can't see yours.
Yeah, you want to see my pic? But yeah, so Sasha said No, left my heart in Brooklyn. Well, she's... Yeah, it's because of the Brooklyn matches she's had and stuff, I guess.
I get why she said it, but it just felt so, like I said, just contrived because she had to throw Ric Flair in there. Whether it's legitimate or not, just send out a tweet. Don't say it on Raw in that sense. I mean, I don't know. It just felt very cheap. It didn't feel genuine.
That did not bother... I don't know. That I didn't get bothered by that, but I get what you're saying.
Maybe if it was Charlotte, it would be more...
Well, no, Sasha, like...
But...
I don't know, Sasha, like, loves Flair or something. They always bring that up.
Oh, I know she does. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being too nitpicky on all this, but, you know, the crowd comes back to life after this because the Beach Ball returns during the Jason Jordan Finn Balor match. You know, after, you know, Sparkle Bitch and Sasha have their war of words. And
you're going to start seeing a fuckload more of Beach Balls, though, I'll tell you that much. Get ready.
Absolutely. It's going to be all the time now. And especially with Cena paying attention to it and Cesaro ripping it up last night, it's going to be a huge thing now. It's going to be like the what chant. Probably. Balor beat Jordan quick. You know, it was a decent match. They work well together. But the fans didn't really come alive until the Beach Ball came out. Because why should they give a single shit about the match? Yeah. They don't like Jason Jordan. They're booing the shit out of him when he's coming out. Finn's over with the crowd, and you got essentially two faces going against each other with no motive and no reason.
Dude, this is some of the worst shit I have ever seen. Like, it's just horrible.
Like I said, you know, my mother messages me. She's gotten more back into wrestling lately. She really likes Finn Balor, and she's more of a casual fan, you know, that they typically try and break towards, and, you know, that family-friendly environment stuff. And even she messaged me tonight. She's like, what is going on? I don't understand this. I don't understand that. This makes no sense. And usually she's just like, ooh, I love Finn. A friend of mine that I saw earlier today, before the eclipse had happened, made a good point to me. He hasn't watched wrestling in years. He wanted to know what I was up to. I told him, you know, I'm doing stuff with you on YouTube, and he's like, oh yeah, we were talking about how we used to, you know, rent the pay-per-views and save up money, and it makes a great deal of sense how, you know, you don't have to worry about the audience spending money. You don't have to try and sell them on spending $60 anymore. So they give you a $10 show because you're only spending $10 for the pay-per-view on the network. And we've said that before, but it just really, that message and theme, you know, was beaten in my head when he said that. It really made a great deal of sense. Unfortunately, you know, that's the times that we're living in. They're giving us what we pay for, and what we pay for is relatively cheap because of the network. There's a lack of competition, and things just suck. It doesn't have to, it shouldn't, but it just sucks.
It definitely does, guys. And we'll try to take more phone calls tomorrow night on the SmackDown review. Hopefully SmackDown will be more interesting, and, you know, we won't have as much of a hangover from last night. But Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose versus the Hardys, like, I just didn't care. I was like, this is dumb. The Hardys are going to lose.
Yeah, like I said, I was excited till they opened their damn mouth. I think we pretty much...
Then when they started doing that, then I was really pissed. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, and then we, you know, like I said, after that, we had Alexa come out and confront Sasha. We had Jason Jordan and Finn Balor, and then we had John Cena and Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe and The Miz, and that match was bullshit too, all to lead to Cena getting a victory. I mean, no one wants to see John Cena return to Raw and get the AA on The Miz for the win. No one in their right mind.
The Miz is like destined to be his towel boy.
Pretty much. And I've been high on Cena for, you know, for the most part this past year or so, you know, 2 years roughly. He hasn't been that bad compared to previous years. But I don't want to see him come back and feud with Roman Reigns, and it just...
Sasha had
not
to
where I
feed
thought they were
Pop
going to go
Flair
with this,
'cause
with
her
him coming
promo
back.
was bombing and the boos were deafening. Emo Bliss should have made a long run with the belt.
Bliss should have had a long run. Man, maybe that's true now, looking at it. They just can't time Sasha right. They have timed her wrong in everything she's done on the main roster. They've timed all of her wins wrong. They've timed all of her losses wrong. They've timed when she's a heel and face wrong. They've done everything wrong with Sasha Banks since she came up. From Unity to being a heel and then a face and then not winning at Manias and losing in 3 ways. She is so mismanaged and mistimed even when they try to give her something, it always doesn't work out. When you know what I mean, like Hell in a Cell in Boston, that didn't go right. But they were given the main event, so just nothing works with Sasha. Right? I don't know why. Shane, thanks for the sub, man. And now again, it feels kind of like, oh well, Bayley wasn't there, so they just did that. Now Sasha's a champion, and maybe Bliss should have kept it. But I'm happy.
Yeah, Bliss should have kept it since they made Sasha the afterthought here. It didn't feel like it was special for Sasha to win it. I think that's the problem. She was a replacement for Bayley. She never was destined to be the champion.
People wanted her to be in the match, though.
Oh, we wanted her. She should have been. It never should have been Bayley's. That's my point. Had it been Sasha from the get-go, had Sasha been the #1 contender from the start, then it would have had time to build. They would have been able to have promos against each other, and it would have, you know, it just had more of a purpose. But essentially, the only purpose Sasha had was replacing Bayley because she was injured and they needed somebody to fill in. And you know, there was no underdog story. There was no fighting, you know. There was nothing. It was just like, oh shit, she's hurt. Hurry up, get in there.
Right.
It's like, oh, you're dressed. That'll do. Get out there.
That's crazy.
And that's the shit part. I don't know. That was Raw in a nutshell. I give tonight a 2 out of 10.
Yeah. I was gonna give it a 3, but I like that you're harsher.
Yeah, I'm giving it a 2, and that was after much consideration. I know Nick from Australia, shout out to Nick, wanted to know what we were going to give it.
Yeah, I'd about agree with that. Super chat.
Party.
Vince wants to sabotage everyone from NXT.
Right? Seems like it. Seems like the whole game is to ruin everybody that comes up. Man of 1,005 holds, thanks, man. Other than some, but some people don't get ruined. I don't get it. Like, but I'm just...
Well, most people that haven't been ruined, they were at one point in time, and it took them a long time to get out of that phase. So
not Kevin Owens, though.
Kevin Owens came in hot, and then he had a lull for a while. He wasn't really doing much.
Owens has like been given a lot.
Yeah, but he had a point in time where he wasn't doing anything, and then he became the Universal Champion, and then he just kind of held onto the belt with Jericho. Like, he wasn't a great champion.
Super Chat Party.
Hire me, I will book that show. Amazing. Go TV 14.
Yeah. If they could go TV 14, that'd be great. But even if they go TV 14, it's like with the way they're writing now, I don't have any confidence they could write TV 14 good. They can't write this shit good. You know, you should be able
I have a feeling that Cena's going to take the IC title from The Miz, and we're going to see him hold that belt for a while.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Isn't that a scary thought?
Oh, my God, dude. Can you bury me now if that happens?
And you know what? Somebody else pointed out in the chat before, a few people actually did, that Raw left us looking forward to nothing next week. And I'm not just being a cynical bastard either, being like, oh, it sucked. No, really. What are we curious about? What cliffhanger do we have to look down on? You know, what are we wondering? Nothing. Cena beat The Miz clean in the middle of the ring, and are him and Roman going to share a milkshake? Like, that's what the fuck they want us to know? Are they going to go fondle each other? There's at least on SmackDown, we're curious what happens between AJ, Kevin Owens, and Shane now. You know, Shane essentially pissed off both Owens and Styles. And we have to see if Nakamura gets his revenge on the Singh brothers with Jinder Mahal. We got to see if Rusev wants to, you know, get after Randy Orton. We got to see Natalya. Is Carmella going to possibly cash in against her? And is Naomi going to go ahead and invoke her rematch? What about the New Day? Are they going to invoke their rematch against, you know, the Usos? There's a lot to look forward to.
Yeah.
Even when we went into Raw, there wasn't that much to look forward to.
Raw's just like men gonna fight.
Women gonna be ignored. And 205 gonna fucking clean out the arena after everybody left.
Right. That's what Raw has been. This was awful tonight. I'm reading some of the comments in the comment section of Wrestling Inc., and I am scared for the wrestling future. There's people actually in there debating over, like, who should win. They're in there like, I think Cena could win because of this. I think Roman could win because of this. Then someone else wrote 2 years too late. This person wrote that Cena and Reigns is 2 years too late. What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
And then other people wrote, "I can't wait for this."
Of course.
Like what are these people?
Chills.
What are these people on the Wrestling Inc. website comment section? Like, how is this real life?
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Like, where? I've got them right here. Like, what are these? Here's a donation. Cockmeister.
Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw. Raw gave me AIDS, fuck Raw.
Tonight's Raw I give 4/10 definition. That cock that you would suck for crack and a Uber ride home. It's the cock has a deformity with the 1970s buckwheat pubic hair. Tommy NC cock that makes you wonder about your sexuality and say, gee, maybe I am gay.
Oh my god. Sorry to Tommy too, Tommy. Had to hang up on you just because things weren't going right. But Cockmeister, thank you, man. We'll take this last donation here from Mirov that's gonna come up in a second. And let's just get the fuck out of here. We need sleep. I'm gonna pass out on this show if we don't end this show.
I hear you there.
I don't want to. Like, I'm just so dead, man. I am done. I am baked. I just can't even process things right now. Oh my god, am I dizzy? I am going to. It was the enema. That's what it was. That last piece that went up my head. Hell yeah! We have to sign a petition to overthrow Vince because WWE will die if this shit continues every week. Mirov, just look at the ratings. I mean,
oh, I know. Like my buddy, Sean said before, Trailbound on YouTube. He went ahead and was telling me, why don't they play out the biggest storyline they have? When is the longest slow burn story going to come to fruition? When Triple H says that he's tired of, Vince beating down and ruining his talent with NXT, and Triple H breaks his silence on his talent being held down, and then he comes through and says he wants to take over the business. I mean, that's a WrestleMania storyline if I've ever heard one. They could do a shit ton with that. And even Survivor Series, you got Triple H's team of NXT versus WWE. It's like an invasion that could be done right. I mean, fuck.
Oh my god, the people booking on this comment section. Dude, your head would just blow up. Like,
oh, I'm sure.
What the fuck am I reading over here?
Migraine City.
Mirov, thanks for the donation, Mirov. I'm gonna get out of here, guys, tonight. I will see you tomorrow night for the SmackDown review, and for all that other crap we'll do tomorrow night when I'm not half asleep like I am right now. I'm so done. It's almost unbelievable. Did Miro's donation play? And like, oh yeah, it was the sign a petition.
Yeah, 316. Yep.
All right, good. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I normally go 2 hours at least, or an hour and a half, but an hour and 20 minutes is all I can do tonight. I am just so burnt. I got to go. I'm going to pass the fuck out. And I'm sure when I wake up, I'm going to wake up early in the morning today, so I'm probably going to be itching to like get to the wrestling news. So I'm going to put out a podcast today going over some of this stuff when I'm awake, and I can actually be entertaining and actually give you guys a show. And
maybe we'll get to a State of the WWE. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe we'll do a State of the WWE episode 100 something we're on. And Jake will be there maybe. And if not, I'll be doing stuff anyway. And there's a video coming out for patrons today. So patreon.com/Joe Cronin Show. Thank you guys for the support there. Video for patrons, special video on YouTube. And I'm out of here. Thank you for listening and for being subbed and for over 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, guys. Thank you very much. What a great night last night. And it's because of that I feel like shit. But that's awesome. Here it is again for your viewing pleasure. What was I thinking? Oh, I'll give myself an enema. They should have turned! They should have become broken. They should have become awoken. They should have become something. All the stupid Sean's View videos this week, that week. What the hell was I thinking, man? I'm gonna ruin my whole YouTube career. Give myself an enema live on Raw. If I don't do it, I'm a fraud. I'm a liar. If I do it, my channel will be taken down. My whole family's lives will be ruined. I won't have any food or money for my kids. So, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's right. I have a time machine. Why did I think about this? I'll just go back. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm going back in time. It's gonna be a second. Joe. Joe. What the hell's that? Did I not hang up on someone on Skype? Yes, over here. It's me, Joe. Give me a break, man. I just finished my SummerSlam review. Well, it's you. It's Joe. It's Joe. It's you, Joe, from the future. I'm here to solve a problem that we have. You said the future? You were going to give yourself an enema, and we're going to solve that problem right now, Joe. That's what I said. I mean, here. Now you've given yourself an enema. I mean, that's really cool. I mean, I get that, but people are going to be, like, pissed if I don't actually... No. No, it's perfect, Joe. For months, you've been saying, I am going to give myself an enema. Technically, you just gave yourself an enema. Because I am you, and I handed you the enema. Wait a minute. If you traveled here from the future, why didn't you just travel back in time and have me not have said that? I don't know. I guess I... Well... Damn it! I didn't think of that. But this works too. I guess. Anyway, I gotta go. I gotta jack off. Bye! Oh, I feel myself time traveling again. Oh!